Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the propositions. We have 5 this year coming to the membership in July. We have on our website, hemlockfarms.org, a page for each of those propositions, so make sure you check that out. There is a link in the e-blast this week to go to that. It's going to have information about each of those props, videos for a few that we have so far, and we'll keep adding to those, so check those periodically. Also, we'll be talking about the props every week from now until July 21st when the voting concludes. Also want to remind everybody that the digital version of the Hemlock News, which is the election insert, is now out, so check that out. Again, there's a link in this e-blast for that newspaper, and then middle of next week we'll have the paper versions out every place that we put those. So full of information about the propositions. It's going to have our 3 candidates in there, their bios, their pictures, so check that out also, but now digital as of today. I also want to remind everybody this Sunday, 1 o'clock, Elm Beach is the Meet the Candidates barbecue. We'll have free hot dogs for everybody, so come and talk to the candidates, and you can ask them questions and get to know them better. Also want to remind everybody, Saturday, June 8th, a week from now, is the Meet the Candidates event, and that's at the Conference Center and Hybrid. And we'll also be having that on Facebook Live, so if you can't attend in person, you can watch it during Facebook. We'll also be recording it, so it can be watched later. We do have a jot form where you can ask questions of the candidates. That's available now, and will be available through June 6th. So if you have any questions that you want the candidates to answer, submit those. Or else, again, that's June 8th, 3 o'clock, Conference Center, Zoom, and Facebook Live. Also want to talk about some codes that have changed at the May Board of Directors meeting. We had some updates to codes. Code 120, Chapter 120 is HFCA Media. We had actually a board sub that worked on that, and then an OPPI subcommittee that worked on that, and went through and made some changes to what's required to be in the Hemlock News, things that could go digital and not be required anymore in the news itself, which gives us more space for all the activities, the events, clubs and groups, all of that. So that is now official. Also, Chapter 188 is recreation facilities and some changes there. We also combined some codes just to make all recreation facilities in one. The big change there is on boats. You're no longer allowed to have a gas-powered motor on your boat on our lakes. So before it was, if you had it, it just had to make sure it's up. You could obviously not use those in our lakes. Now we've made a change where those motors are no longer allowed at all on the boats. So make sure you know that if you do own a boat, a fishing boat, and you go over to Wallenpaupack for fishing for that. And then another one that I want to talk about is the tree code. That's changed as far as the fines. So I want to make sure everybody understands tree code and that you have to have a permit if you're going to take down a tree. We have Code Enforcement Officer Chris Searcy, who has been overseeing this since he started with us in December. But if you're thinking about taking down a tree, you definitely want to call the office, talk to Sue Almy, who's our building official, administrator, and Chris, and make sure that they give you the permit that's required, okay, for that. The fines now, if you take down a tree that is not permitted, and a good tree that shouldn't come down, is now $500 per tree. It went up from $250. Second offense is $1,000. So you want to make sure that anytime you're thinking about doing anything with a tree in your yard, that you're definitely calling and talking with Chris, getting that permit prior to doing that. So please make sure you do that. The code changes are all in the Hemlock News, so check those out. It's also going to be on our website under the page for the handbook, and that'll be up in the next week or so with those changes there. So some important information, some important changes though that are now in effect. So make sure you do know that. All right, let's take it over to Zappy, get that Public Works update.
Hello everyone, Mike Proctor, your DPW director here at Hemlock Farms. Leak detection has been trying to get restarted, but the thunderstorms these past few evenings have been playing havoc with this process. Our contractor will plan on being here when the nightly weather calms down, another 3 evenings, and they will be completed. I will keep you all posted on their progress. Flushing of the HFCA water mains is completed. The process went very well with no issues. A big thank you to our 2 DPW employees who went from day shift to night shift to ensure that this project was completed. Next flushing will be the beginning to mid-October of 2024. I will give ample notice before this begins. Waco also has been delayed due to the unpredictable weather. All stormwater pipe per HFC stormwater plan has been installed for this project. Head walls are 75% complete. Waco will be concentrating on community road paving starting the week of June 3rd, weather permitting. I will post their locations nightly until they have fulfilled their obligations to the contract. Waco also will have a subcontractor for line painting. This process is highly dependent on the weather. We have received phone calls from residents on Eisenhower Drive on the lip at the end of their gravel driveways due to the new pavement overlay. As I stated before, Waco will return to match your gravel driveway to the new pave. This process may take 7 to 10 days after the overlay. Please be patient. It should be no more than a 3-inch lip. If you are having issues, please call DPW at 775-7559 extension 301. The summer thunderstorms have kept our roads and grounds crews busy with fallen trees and branches that fall or hang over the roadway. Please note that any tree that falls on a resident's property is the resident's responsibility to hire a contractor to dispose of a leaning or falling tree. If a tree is on a power line or near your property, stay away from the area and notify public safety and they will make the proper phone calls. Do not attempt to remove a tree off wires. Let the professionals handle this. Always be mindful and please be safe. Grass cutting and weed whacking is moving along. Even with the wet conditions, the men keep plugging. I will be announcing a schedule and locations for the back truck starting the week of June 3rd. We have received quite a few phone calls on their next locations. Please be patient and know we will get to you as soon as we can. I would like to touch on the HFCA right-of-way on community roads. From the edge of pavement, HFC's right-of-way is 12 feet. Please refrain from planting trees, shrubs, plants, etc. in this area. Also, please do not put or place lawn ornaments in or around the swale area. This can cause obstruction in the flow and could damage HFCA property and if extensive, a member's property. If you are installing a new culvert pipe under your driveway, please check with Public Works to make sure that it is the correct size and that it will be able to handle the flow in your area. The minimum size of a driveway culvert is 18 inches. Installation is a member's responsibility unless it is confirmed by the DPW director covered under the HFCA stormwater plan. The leaf disposal area across from the refuse center in DPW is for leaf and grass clippings only. No branches, logs, or trees. Christmas trees will be accepted after the holiday up until February 1st of that year. We cannot be more specific on this. No plastic bags are to be left after emptying the leaves. Please take them home with you and discard them properly. This is a DEP permitted composting site and the community will be fined if dumping restrictions are not followed. Next week I will go more in depth on the refuse and recycling center procedures. We ask that our residents please follow this. Lastly, Electronic Waste Day is this Saturday, June 1st at DPW on Maple Ridge Drive. It will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please refer to page 26 of the May 2024 issue of the Hemlock News for details. Have a safe and happy weekend, everyone.
All right, Zap, thanks. Appreciate that. There's a lot going on, as always. Now Nicole's at the playground, which is going to be opening this weekend. Hooray! Nicole, take it away.
Nicole, what are you doing? It's time to film. Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, I'll meet you over there. Hi, everybody. Nicole Pernesti here, your Assistant Rec Director at Hemlock. So, a few things before we get started on the obvious. I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone that came out this past weekend. Over the holiday Memorial Day weekend, we had several events going on at Elm Beach. So many people came to spend some time with us. We had cornhole and barbecue and a 5K and a bonfire, and it was amazing. So many of you came up to say hello and introduce yourselves. So I just wanted to give a quick thank you, as that was the unofficial start of summer. So stay tuned for all things summer. So as you can see, I'm here at the new playground, and everyone's been asking, when can we go play on the playground? Tomorrow, Saturday, June 1st at 3 p.m. is going to be our grand opening of our brand new playground. We'll have some treats for the kids, we're gonna have some balloons, we're gonna have an actual ribbon cutting, so please mark your calendars and come out and celebrate with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. And a little birdie told me that Shaun is gonna be going down the slide, so. And one last thing before I let you go, quick update on day camp. So tomorrow, Saturday, June 1st, is when we open up registration for our short-term renters. So we do have 20 new spots available. Those are on a first-come, first-served basis, in person only, at the administration office. Administration is open from 9 to 4 tomorrow, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 9 to 4. So in person only, we have 20 spots open for day camp. First come, first serve. See you there. Have a good weekend, everybody. Back to you, Shaun.
All right, Nicole, appreciate that. 3 o'clock on Saturday for that grand opening. I'm not quite sure where me going down a slide ever came into play, but I guess come and see if it actually happens. That's all we got this week. Everybody have a good weekend. Take care.